blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping the clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta watch. Amen. Yeah, we gon' fall through, coming through deep. Amen. Amen. Yeah.
The NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Ryan's.
Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll make it across the... the 23-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. He
rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And now it's blocked. And look out, I think he's going to go. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you're in the Super Bowl, you're playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. On second down, Freeman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. The effort's always in direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. In motion is Austin Hooper. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver, but all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Sanu, the man in motion left. They toss to Freeman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Jones will come now in motion right. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up second down.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football. But not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league for by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis. Some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. With a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater rolling to his right. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Murray. Finding some room at midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief. 37. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offense.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Slot. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forbath out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Falcons now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another.
second down following the run. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Steps away. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Ryan, looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, and the Porsche rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.